Anthony.
Hi.
Hi. Good evening, Miss Mary. Anthony.
Worship.
Worship. It's telling you go to church to get your butt to church.
Well, we have to worship Anthony.
My given name is Anthony, but instead of Tony, I go by Nino.
Which I like to call him El Nino, which is Spanish for the Nino.
I've never heard that before.
God bless Chris Farley. El Nino. Mary, could you set the REM pod off in your sewing room again for us? The little box that Dean put there. Thank you.
Imprisoned.
Well, that's ominous.
That was really
cool. Over here and do stuff.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Wonderful job. Very much. Dean. Did it say Dean? Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Metal?
Metal. Was that my name? That sounded like a Sarah. Sure. But is the other Sarah up here too?
Oh. Sarah's up here now.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Double trouble.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Please.
So last week, there was a party going on across the creek, and they were playing Hispanic music all night. All the time. Yeah. In the neighborhood all the time. With it too. All the time. There's always music being played in the neighborhood, isn't there? But somebody asked in the group during the Ghost Box session at the end, did you enjoy the music? And Robert came through and said, "See." And everybody was like, "Oh, that's great." And then he came through again and said, "I cracked myself up." And I'm like, there's someone in the doorway right there? Or
My husband.
okay. So see a head poking out, and I'm like, yeah. I was like, what is? I thought he was in this room over here.
Creepy husband.
Creepy. Creeper. Skulky. It's a ghost. It's a ghost. That was
funny.
Yeah.
That is funny. Very funny.
Says the ghost.
Says the ghost. It's a ghost, says the ghost.
Did you guys see the solar eclipse on Monday?
What?
The solar eclipse.
It's like a lunar eclipse, but different.
Indeed.
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 Can you tell us where you were when you were watching it?
Outside.
Did you say at the barn?
At the barn.
Yeah.
At the barn.
So Ghost Head Soup, the Public Investigation Group, and us, MGI, decided to go down to the parlor at the Tinker Swiss Cottage to conduct one last Ghost Fox session. This is what we caught.
Did you have a good evening with our group of friends here?
Mary, if you're upstairs, will you please set off the REM pod in your sewing room?
It was going off when we all sat down here.
So Hannah was well known in town for her sewing abilities and her crafting skills.
We asked earlier who was sewing, and apparently Hannah was sewing. It wasn't Mary.
Oh.
It was Hannah. She was sewing a uniform.
Oh, interesting.
She hated the light.
She hated the light?
She hated lights. Turned the flashlight on and she immediately turned it off.
Oh.
It's happened a lot.
Tinkers Indoors, we only have about 10 more minutes with you. Is there anything you'd like to say to our guests?
That's what I heard.
Can you tell us who is standing?
Oh my god.
It was either he is or Dean is.
Yeah.
Thank you. They've missed you.
You again. Glad to be back. Did you hear that?
I thought that was you.
No, there was a guy talking. Yeah, I heard that sound.
I totally thought that was you, Dee.
No. I didn't hear it. No.
Like a low, like a phrase.
All right, Tinkers Indoors, thank you all so much for participating with us this evening. We always appreciate you coming through and chit-chatting. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we leave?
No, they're right by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Get out of my road.